Coming into this season, we knew we had a good stud pitcher in Freddie Lorenz. He had a great year last year. We also drafted the breakout generational type pitcher in Derek Siddiqui. So we knew we were going to be a little bit better this year than we had been in the past. I just didn't realize how much of a difference those two would have on this team, especially Siddiqui early in this season. And it's carried over to the rest of our staff. We are second in all of the majors in ERA, second in hits allowed, first in runs allowed, first in earned runs, first in home runs allowed, fourth in walks, fourth in strikeouts. And that's why we currently sit at 23-19, one game back of the A's in the American League West. Welcome back, everybody, to the Los Angeles Angels draft-only franchise. This team has been overperforming. I expected them to maybe contend for a wild card this year. Right now, we are the number one wild card team. And we're contending for a division title, mostly on the back, the strength of our pitching. Our young pitchers have been doing great, and we just need some of our hitters to wake up. We all know that Edgar Mota is going to carry this team. Other hitters I thought might help out, Santana, Rada, Made. They're just having a slow start to the season. But once they decide to kick in the gear, we're going to have a fun rest of the season. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do for this episode. We have games against all of the other teams in our division in the next month and a half. I'm going to take us all the way up to the Saturday before the draft. So we have a 4-game series at the Astros, 4-game series home against Texas, 2-game against Seattle. Got 4 games against Seattle here, and 3 with the A's. And I'm going to have us play those games, record those games, as quick manager actually play the games. And that'll be the focus of this episode. See how we do against the other teams in our division. Since we're in this race already, about a year, like I said, a year too early. I'm just kind of shocked, but pleasantly surprised in the same moment. And can't wait to see how this season turns out. We will also do scouting on these draft players and get you updated. We did find that one player that should be a generational shortstop, but there's no guarantee he'll drop to us at 5. So need to find some other guys, whether it's pitchers or hitters. I really need somebody who can play second or third or right field, but if they all get taken and there's a stud pitcher, then obviously we will take that stud pitcher. So without further ado, let's get into these next month and a half worth of games against these teams in our division. And here we are, Houston, Texas, game 1 between the Astros and the Angels. We are 2 games better than them in the loss column. Our starting pitchers, the last 12 games, there you go. We are just dominating on the mound, as I said in the intro, and this is why we are in contention for a division title right now. And we're going to quick manage these games and hop in as the situations dictate. Santana leading off, playing DH today. He strikes out. Jesus Made walks. We're going to try steal here. There we go. Nick Lofton made some changes to the batting order. He flies out. Let's watch Edgar try and get us on the board first. Ronel Blanco on the mound for the Astros. We all know Mota loves to perform when he hit record. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. See Mota 295, 14-28. Working on his second straight Silver Slugger, All-Star, maybe home run derby. And Mota's worked the count to 3-1. Trying to get a pitch to drive. Here's the pitch from Blanco. And that's ball 4. So we get 2 men on now with 2 outs. That'll bring in Nelson Rada. Sitting there with that 222 batting average. Need to up that by about 50 or 60 points. Rada ahead in the count, 2-1. Good for a pitch he can drive. Here's the pitch. And it's a smash into center field. And it's going to be caught for the 3rd out. So we put 2 on and can't score as we go to the bottom of the 1st. All right, Tyler Bremner on the mound. Otto Lopez gets us started with a single. Get a fielder's choice. A 2-run shot by Acuna. Do not like having him in the division at all with Alvarez hitting behind him. Ground out, a single, a double. It's 3-0. That was not the start we needed from Bremner. Rosario with a single. Pinellas fielder's choice. Cross strikes out, and Keegan strikes out. See if we have a better second inning. Double by Matthews. Not looking good, guys. Fly out. Double. Looks like he was out at the plate. Okay, that helps. And a fly out, so we dodge a bullet there. He's already given up 6 hits in 2 innings. Santana flies out. Made reaches on an error. Meant to steal, not pop it up. Single by Mota. 2 on, 2 out. Rada strikes out. A walk. An error. Strikeout. 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 There we go. Maybe he's on a roll now. Solo shot by Rosario. Gets us on the board. Pinellas flies out. Cross strikes out. New pitcher. Wow. Keegan grounds out. Okay. Fly out. A single by Driscoll. Fielder's choice. And a fly out. So looks like Bremner's settled down. Santana, I need him to get on base. He flies out. Strikeout by Mate. Lofton flies out. Bottom of the fifth. Single by Acuna. Double play wipes him out. And a ground out. Go to the top of the sixth. Edgar Mota flies out. Rada lines out. Rosario walks. Pinellas grounds out. See, we have a definite need for someone to hit in the order behind Mota. Ground out. Strikeout. Single. Walk. And it's time to get Bremner out of here before they explode this lead on us. And we're going to go with, let's go with Miller. Loads the bases with a walk and a fly out. They get out of the jam. So Cross here in the seventh flies out. Keegan strikes out. Santana, let's watch him bat. See if Leandro can do something here while we watch. Had trouble when we watched him bat against the White Sox. Takes first pitch low for a ball. 247 average, 13 stolen bases. Need him to get on base a whole lot more. Castillo's 1-0 pitch. And it's ripped to first base. Catches that foul soft liner for the third out. And new pitcher for us is going to be Kevin Ginkel. Strikes out Acuna. Fly out. Ground out. Go to the eighth. Looking for base runners now. Let's watch Mate and Mota this inning. And they're going to bring a new pitcher too. Brian Baker. Lefties are hitting over 300 against him. So maybe Mate and Mota can get something going here. Here's the first pitch from Baker. Way outside for a ball. See, Mate only hitting 209 in the 290s last year. Still has 14 steals. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Baker. And ground ball to third base. Scoop, throw to first. There's one down. We'll go ahead and watch Nick Lofton here. See if he can get on base in front of Mota. Bring up the tying run. The fly ball down the right field line. Curving. And it's going to drop and be a base hit. So they get it back in and hold him to a single. So there we go. Lofton having a breakout season for him. Gets on base. Edgar Mota. Single this first time. He's got a chance to tie the game with a big fly here. And Mota heading to count 3-0 now. Sitting dead red. See if Baker even pitches to him. Right down the middle. He fouled it off. That was the pitch right there. Now the counts work to full. Here's the pitch from Baker. And he swings right through it and strikes out. Just blows him away with the low inside fastball. And brings in Rada. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Already been up with men in scoring position twice today. Gonna need an extra base hit here. Got 1 on, 2 out, 2-2 count, down by 2. Here's Baker's pitch. And it's gonna be a ground ball off the pitcher's foot. And they're not gonna get him as Rada's gonna beat it out. And when they throw it away, Rada's going to stay at first, but Lofton goes all the way to third base on the throwing error. That's going to bring in Kalai Rosario with men at the corners and 2 outs. Best chance we've had since early in this game. And there's a line drive base hit to center field, and it's now 3-2 as Rada stops at second base. And that's going to be it. They're going to go to the bullpen. Baker's done. They can bring in the left-handed pitcher, Josh Hader. No longer he is a closer. 6 saves. They're trying to get a 4-out save here. Alec Pinellas in the bat. He's 0 for 3, only hitting 200 with 3 home runs and 17 ribs. After a couple of foul balls, Pinellas behind the count 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses and strikes out. So Hader gets out of the jam, but we do cut this lead down to 1. New pitcher for us, Danny Young. The strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out. We go to the 9th. Gavin Cross leading things off. He grounds out. Keegan grounds out. Santana flies out, and we lose the game 3-2. Quick look at this box score. 3 hits from Rosario, so half our hits came from one spot in the order. Mate, Santana, Pinellas, Cross, Keegan, all offers. Steal by Mate, Bremner. Rough first inning and rebounded after that. Bullpen did their job. Offense just didn't do anything. And we're back in Houston for game 2. We are tied with the Astros. Played 2 less games. Edgar Moda's had a hot 9 games here, hitting .389 with 3 home runs in those 36 at-bats. We're wearing our throwbacks today. And Hunter Brown's on the mound for the Astros against Tony Gonsolin. Santana grounds out. Made singles. Steals second base. Nick Lofton strikes out. Let's watch Moda try and get us on the board early, just like we tried last game. And we are wearing our 1961 throwbacks. You'll see a little white halo on the top of our hats when we're on defense. Here's Moda, down to 296. Didn't have a hit last game. Moda down on the count, 1-2. Get this 2-out rally going. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swings at a high fastball and strikes out. Tied him up badly. All right, see if Gonsolin can get a better start than Bremner did. Get a fly out, a walk, a double. It's 1-0. Fly out, strikeout. So only give up 1 this time. Rada flies out. Rosario strikes out. Then Ellis flies out. Bottom half of the inning. Get a ground out, a ground out, a ground out. There we go. Cross, singles. Keegan strikes out. Santana doubles. There we go. Tie game. Made flies out. Nick Lofton pops out. Bottom half Cole doubles. Ground out. Strikeout. Triple. Man, can't get Acuna out. Single by Alvarez. It's 3-1. Moda leading off the 4th. Doubles. Rada triples. 3-2. Let's go for the sac fly. And we get it. Tie game. Ground out. And a fly out. So bottom half. Ground out. Ground out. And a ground out. Top of the 5th. Keegan pops out. Santana strikes out. Made flies out. At the bottom of the 5th, Cole solo shot. We're down 1 again. Fly out. Double. Walk. And we got to get him out of the game. Let's go to Young. Walk. Loads the bases. Strikeout. And a fly out to get out of that jam. And looks like Lofton had to leave the game for some reason. So Fletcher's in at second base, hitting third. He strikes out. Moda walks. Rada flies out. And Rosario flies out. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Pop out. Strikeout. Single. Go back to the bullpen. Go to Boovie. Single. 2 on, 2 out. Fielder's choice. Top of the 7th. Ground out. Single. New pitcher, Baker. Fielder's choice. Santana. Fielder's choice. Bottom of the inning. Acuna. Finally get him out. Solo shot to Alvarez, though. We're down 2. Solo shot to Contreras. My goodness. Go back to the pen. Jimenez pops out. And a walk. And a fly out. So now we're down 3. Go to the 8th. Jesus Made. Mason Brian King. He grounds out. Fletcher grounds out. Moda flies out. The bottom of the 8th. Double. Fly out. Walk. Pop out. So now we're down 3 going to the 9th. Hader coming in. Get a strikeout. And a pop out. And we lose game 2. Check this box score. Just not getting enough hits. 6 hits. 2 down at the bottom with Cross. Only 1 walk. We're just not getting base runners. Gonsolin pitched okay. And then Boovie with back-to-back home runs made this a 3-run game instead of a 1-run game. And after the game, we would see that Nick Lofton tore his rotator cuff and he is out for the season. What a huge blow to our lineup. Lofton can play second, he can play third, and he was doing wonderful, providing extra RBIs behind Moda, and now he's done for the season. We have to put him on the 60-day DL, and we're going to have to call somebody up, and it's probably going to be Denzer Guzman since he's already on the 40-man roster. And we're back in Houston. Dome was closed today. Game 3 against the Astros. Trying to not go down 3 straight. Try to earn a split. Denzer Guzman got his call up. He's going to be playing second base and batting 9th in his Major League debut. See what Guzman's done down in AAA. Good season so far. Much better than he did last year. All right, see if we can get things going here. We will watch Guzman's at bat. Santana singles. Steals second. Come on, Made. 2-run shot. There we go. Get on McClanahan early. Double by Moda. Single. First 4 guys reach. Sac fly makes it 3-0. Walk. Fly out. Line out. So we almost got to Guzman in the first inning. About time we started hot early. ground out Pena, pop out. Acuna grounds out, and now it's Denzer Guzman's Major League debut, his first at-bat in the bigs. Tough task here. He gets to face Shane McClanahan his first time up.
That's a ball.
There he is. Major League debut. He's going to face Shane McClanahan right off the rip. You know him from a Tampa Bay series. He is tough. Guzman down on the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch from McClanahan. Swings and misses and strikes out on the circle change, so he whiffs on his first Major League at-bat. Back to the sim. Santana flies out, and Mate singles. Steals second base. Edgar Moda, we're just going to sim this. 2-run shot. There we go. It's 5-0 Angels. Rosario flies out the end of the inning. Double by Alvarez. Ground out. 2-run shot by Lopez. Fly out. Ground out. So 3-run lead still. Rada leading things off. He strikes out. Ryan Ward playing left field doubles. Herrera strikes out. Vanellis lines out. Driscoll draws a walk to Pena, single by Smith, and looks like he is out somewhere, out on the bases. So 3-run shot by Acuna, and we have a tie game. We just cannot get this guy out. And right of the inning, back to the 4th inning. Guzman will just sim this, grounds out. Santana walks, steals second. Mate grounds out. Moda walks. Rosario singles. It's now 6-5. Rada strikes out. So back and forth, runs scored every inning so far. Lopez grounds out, strikeout at Kafis, single, pop out, so we hold them. Go to the 5th. Ward grounds out. Herrera flies out. Vanellis singles. Let's watch Guzman's at bat. And before we do that, they're going to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in AJ Bluebaugh. Okay. And Guzman up, struck out and grounded out so far. Got 1 on, 2 out here in the 5th. We just took the lead back. Denzer down on the count, 1-2. Still looking for that first Major League hit. Here's the pitch from Bluebaugh. It's going to be a shot into right center field. Drifting back to the track, to the wall. 1 hop over the wall for a ground rule double. And that's going to keep us from scoring another run. But there he is. First Major League hit for Denzer Guzman off AJ Bluebaugh. They get that ball, send it back home to mom and dad like we always do. Go back to quick sim here. Santana doubles, and we're up 7-5 now. Bottom of the 5th. Pena, error, strikeout, single, fly out, strikeout. That should be enough for Medina. Mate strikes out. Moda singles. Rosario strikes out. Rada singles. 2 on, 2 out. Ward strikes out. I'm going to go to the pen, and we'll go to Tyson Miller. Having an excellent season. Strikeout, ground out, fly out, off to the 7th. New pitcher. Herrera pops out. Vanellis strikes out. Guzman strikes out. Go to the bottom half. I'm going to leave Miller in. Ground out, double, ground out, ground out. There we go. Off to the 8th inning. Santana grounds out. Made grounds out. Moda grounds out. Go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher. Go with Miller. Single. Fielder's choice, a pop out, a strikeout. Go to the 9th, still clinging to a 2-run lead. Rosario, new pitcher Matt Strom. Solo shot by Rosario gives us a 3-run lead. Error, fly out, and a strikeout off to the bottom of the 9th. New pitcher, going to go to Foley. Get him in this series. Ground out, single, ground out. Single. Acuna, he's the tying runs. Already hit a 3-run homer today, and he strikes out. There we go. And we bounce back and win Game 3, 8-5. Medina gets the win. McClanahan the loss. Foley the save. We try to even up this series in Game 4. Offense showed up. Pitching didn't really, but we got enough to get the dub. Look at this box score. Santana 2 hits. Mate 2 hits. Moda 3 hits. Rosario 3 hits. That's what we need at the top of the order. All those guys getting hits. Home runs by Moda, Mate, Rosario. Steals by Santana and Mate. Medina, 5 runs in 5 innings, but the bullpen does a great job for the last 4. Now we try and get a split in the series in Game 4. And it's Game 4 here at Houston. Bright, sunshiny day with the roof open. On the mound today for the Angels, Derek Siddiqui. See what he's done in the season. Dominant start as a rookie. 6-1 record, 2.14 ERA, 72 Ks in 54 innings. And on the mound for the Astros will be Brady Singer. See his stats there. Santana going to try and lead things off here. It's a solo shot to start the game. There we go. Offense finally woke up. Rada doubles. Made strikes out. Moda flies out. Rosario with a 2-run shot. It's 3-0. There we go, boys. Fly out. Bottom half of the inning. Pena strikes out. Smith strikes out. Acuna grounds out. Gavin Cross flies out. Keegan grounds out. Guzman got his first major league hit yesterday. He strikes out. Bottom half. Alvarez strikes out. Contreras singles. Correa stolen base first. Correa strikes out. Lopez flies out. Go to the third. Santana singles. Steal second. Oh, he's caught stealing. Okay, Rada. Fly out. Made. Solo shot. It's 4-0. Moda strikes out. Man, we're just taking off with the home runs in the last 2 days. Gonna walk to Kafis. A single. Fielder's choice. Ground out of the inning. Go to the fourth. Rosario strikes out. Pinellas grounds out. Cross strikes out. Cunha strike out. Alvarez a single again. Another single. 2 on, 1 out. A single. It's 4-1. Strikeout and a strikeout. So go to the fifth. Keegan singles. Guzman singles. Let's watch Santana. Oh, and they're going to the bullpen first. New pitcher for the Astros. Coming in out of the pen to replace Singer. Again, A.J. Bluebaugh gave up the first career hit to Denzer Guzman yesterday. Now we have 2 on and nobody out. Santana, Rada, Made, Moda all coming up. Strike at the knees. There's Santana 2 for 2 with a single and home run today. Extra base hit here would be clutch. 2 on and nobody out. We're up 4-1. Here's the pitch. Gonna be a pop foul down the right field line. First baseman's going to go over, and he's going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in Nelson Rada, 1 for 2 with a double today. Got to get that average up by about 50 points. Big RBI chance here. 2 on and 1 out. Made on deck. Here's a pitch. Rada down in the count now. 1-2. Here's the pitch from Bluebaugh. Swings and misses and strikes out. So 2 men on, nobody out. Pop out, a strikeout. That'll bring in Jesus Made. Homered his last time. Got 2 home runs in the series. Be nice if he can hit a third one right here. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch to Made. And check swing, and he goes around. Strikes out. So blew an opportunity to blow this game wide open. Back to the sim. Strikeout. 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 Struck out the side. Edgar Moda leading things off here in the 6th. We're going to go ahead and watch this at bat. All right, Edgar 0 for 2 today. Hitting .304 on the season, though. Here's the pitch to him. It's going to be a high fly ball in the left center field. Alvarez racing over, and he's going to have it for the first out. All right, back to the sim. Rosario strikes out. Pinellas grounds out. Bottom of the 6th. Cunha strikes out. Alvarez strikes out. Contreras singles. Correa, fielder's choice. Go to the 7th. New pitcher Salazar, Cross with a strikeout. Keegan with a solo shot. It's 5-1. Guzman strikes out. Santana singles. Steals second. Rada strikes out. Go to the bottom half. Strikeout. Strikeout. I want to see how many Ks he has. He strikes out the side. Derek Siddiqui has 15 strikeouts through 7 innings, folks. Made leading things off here in the 8th. Grounds out. Edgar Moda flies out. Rosario reaches on an error. Pinellas flies out. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Ground out. Single. A double play. Go to the 9th. New pitcher. Double by Cross. A double by Keegan. Makes it 6-1. Guzman grounds out. Santana grounds out. Rada singles at 7-1. Made singles. Let's watch Edgar Moda one more time. And they're going to the pen. Surprise, surprise. New pitcher coming in, lefty Brian King. All right, Edgar Moda 0 for 4 with a strikeout, 3 flyouts. Having a decent series here. See if we can get tack on runs. Up 7-1. Zadiki throwing a gem. Here's the 1-0 pitch from King. Give me a ground ball to second base. Throw to first, and the Astros are out of the inning finally. And new pitcher for us, Joe Jimenez, is going to come in and finish this game off. Strikes at Alvarez. It's a fly out and a ground out, and we win 7-1. And after having a rough offensive performance in games 1 and 2, we bounce back score a bunch of runs in games 3 and 4 as Derek Siddiqui goes to 7-2 on the season, and we split this 4-game series at Houston. Look at this box score. 3 hits for Santana. He's up to 260. 2 for Rada. 2 for Made. No hits for Mota. Big 0 for 5. 3 hits for Dominic Keegan. Home runs by Keegan, Santana, Made, Rosario. Stolen base by Santana. And Derek Siddiqui, 8 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 15 strikeouts. And Joe Jimenez with a perfect 9th. As I said, we split the series 2-2. And after that split with the Astros, we would go to Toronto, lose 2 out of 3. We were down by 5 runs in the 9th inning in game 3, scored 5 runs, tied the game 6-6, and then lost it in the bottom of the 9th. So great comeback, just couldn't finish it off. Now we come home. We have, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game homestand against Texas, Seattle, and Toronto. We will show you games against the Rangers. We'll just sim the rest. And before we get into this series against the Rangers, I want to show you how truly dominating Derek Siddiqui's season's been so far. He has 94 strikeouts to lead the American League, and he's leading both leagues just by a ton of Ks. And if you look at his recent games, which will be actually all of his Major League starts, you're going to see right here he's had 13, 11, 15 big strikeout games, but he's only had 1 game the whole season. This game right here on May 9th against the Pirates gave up 6 runs. That's the only start the whole season that he's allowed more than 2 runs. 1 start in 10 games, more than 2 runs. Just phenomenal start by this rookie. And here we are, overcast Anaheim, California, as the Angels taking on the Rangers. See, we are 3 games better than them. And Kalai Rosario, one of the hottest hitters in our lineup, hitting .429 in his last 7 games with 4 home runs. Let's hope that continues today. And Luis Medina on the mound for us, facing Bryson Stott here in the top of the first. Gives up a single, strikeout, a walk, a single. It's 1-0 Rangers. Pop up, and a fly out Freddie Freeman on the Rangers. And Jonathan Cannon on the mound for the Rangers. See, we have Biggio playing second base, Guzman sliding over to play third as Benelis is in a cold streak. So we'll let Biggio get those ABs instead, improve our third base defense. Santana strikes out. Rada strikes out. Mota singles. Made with a 2-run homer, got the lead. There we go, 2-1. Rosario strikes out. Top of the second. Fly out. Ground out. Ground out. Bottom half. Walk. Double play. Biggio doubles. Guzman singles. It's 3-1. Santana walks. Let's watch Nelson Rada. Nope. Change my mind. We're going to go ahead and bat here. And he singles. All right. 4-1 lead. Now we're going to watch Mota. Seen enough of Rada today. I want to watch more of Mota. See, he's got a single his first time. He's hitting .298 on the season. 3-run lead. 2 out here in the second. Going to blow this game open early. The 1-0 pitch from Cannon. Foul back. Count even at 1 now. Here's the pitch to Mota. Capper to third base. Throw across, and the Rangers get out of it. The Angels do have a 4-1 lead as we go to the third. All right, go to the top half. Bryson Stott ground out. Lopez strikes out. Jeffers grounds out. Bottom half, Made grounded out. Rosario, fly out, cross, fly out. Top of the fourth, ground out, fly out, fly out. Bottom half, Keegan, strikeout. Biggio, doubles. Fletcher's in. For some reason, Guzman left the game, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to flip Biggio and Fletcher, though. So man on second, 1 out. Fletcher flies out, and Santana grounds out. Top of the fifth, Lil Perfido strikes out. Robert walks. Ellis, double play. Go to the bottom half. Strikeout. Ground out. Single. New pitcher, Rocker, comes in, and they catch Made trying to steal. Pop out. A single. Walk. A strikeout. Fielder's choice. Get through that. Bottom of the inning. Double by Rosario, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Go to the 7th, strikeout, fly out. There we go. Bottom half, Fletcher grounds out, Santana strikes out, Rada grounds out. Go to the 8th, get a ground out, a single. Time to go to the pen. Mr. Boovy's going to come in. Strikeout of Jeffers and a fielder's choice. Go to the bottom half, Mota. Facing Keegan Aiken, he grounds out. Made flies out. Rosario strikes out. Go to the ninth. New pitcher coming in. Jason Foley. Strikeout. A walk to Freeman. A double play, and we win 4-1. And the Angels would win Game 1 of this series 4-1. Impressive start by Luis Medina. Great job by the bullpen as Foley gets his 15th save. Box score here. 1 hit by Rada, 1 by Mota, 2 by Made, 2 by Biggio. Guzman 1 hit in his 1 at bat. Made with a home run. Like I said, Medina 1 run, 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks, 7 innings, bullpen, inning and 2/3, shutout ball, and we take Game 1. And Denzer Guzman got no injury pop-up, so I'm not sure why he left the game, but he's not injured for long term, so that's good. And we're back for Game 2 of this 4-game series. Angels trying to stay in it as a 3-way race for first place. And Leandro Santana has been heating up lately, hitting .360 in his last 6 games. Need more of that. Definitely at the top of the order. On the mound for us today is going to be Derek Siddiqui. Showed you how dominant he's been to start his major league career. To strike out to start the game. A walk. 2-run shot to Corey Seager. Single. Ground out. And a ground out. Bottom half. Strikeout by Santana. Fly out. Solo shot by Mota gets us 1 back. Go to the top of the second. Strikeout. A triple. A strikeout. And a ground out. That's why you want those strikeout pitchers. They don't get sac flies if they don't make contact. Ground out. Pop out. Ground out. Top of the third. A walk. A fly out. A 2-run shot to Jeffers, man. If there's anything Siddiqui has issues with, it's going to be the home run ball. Line out. A strikeout. Bottom of the third. Single. A single. Ground out. Pop out. Let's take a look at Edgar Mota now. Got 2 on and 2 out. Already homered in this game. Up to 16 home runs. Big fly here by Mota would tie this game. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Petty. And it's going to be a ground ball to short. Seager's got it. Jump throw across the diamond. And he's safe. Just pulled him off the bag. That's going to get us a run. Infield hit. See the replay. Mota doesn't have the quickest foot speed, but he got there just quick enough, and the throw was just, he would have been safe anyway, so it didn't matter. We'll be down 4-2 now. A minute at the corners and 2 out. Jesus Made struck out his first time. Looking for a clutch hit here. And count even at 2. Come on, Jesus. Find some grass. Here's the pitch. High fly ball in the left center field, and left fielder's going to be over there, and he's going to have that for the 3rd out. But we do score 1 in the inning. Got this down to a 4-2 lead. And the game took Guzman out. He's qualified to play third base. It is a secondary position, so I don't know why it's taking him out of the game and putting Fletcher in, but we need to fix something in this game. All right, Arias leading things off. He grounds out. Quintero grounds out. Ellis flies out. Bottom of the 4th. Rosario strikes out. Cross triples. Sac fly makes it 4-3. Ground out ends the inning. Fly out. Strikeout. Ground out. Finally gets Seager out. There we go. Fletcher grounds out. Santana strikes out. Rada flies out to the 6th. Strikeout. Strikeout. Fly out. Mota leading off. Singles. Made walks. Rosario facing Rocker. Flies out. Cross. 3-run shot. There we go. We're up 6-4. Keegan singles. Biggio fielder's choice. Fletcher doubles. It's 7-4. Go to the 7th inning. Go pitch batter by batter. Ground out. Strikeout. A single. Steal second. A pop out. I think that's going to be it for Derek. New pitcher Borucki. Rada grounds out. Mota walks. Made. Fielder's choice. Steal second. Rosario doubles him home. It's 8-4. Cross doubles. It's 9-4. New pitcher. Triple by Keegan. It's 10-4. Let's go. Double, my goodness, 4 straight extra base hits with 2 outs. It's 11-4. We go to the 8th, and we're going to go to the pen. Bring in Miller. A strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out. Bottom half. Double by Santana, a double by Rada. Man, our extra base hits are just on fire. 3 straight doubles. New pitcher. Pop out, and a pop out. Wow, that was a weird inning. 3 straight doubles and 3 straight pop outs. We go to the ninth inning. New pitcher, going to go to Brito. Give him some innings. Error, strikeout, double play, and we win 13-4. And our offense woke up late, pounded out 16 hits. Siddiqui goes to 8-2 as we win the first 2 games of this series, guaranteeing no worse than a split. Check out this box score. See 2 hits for Jeffers, home run by Seager and Jeffers as we just lit up their pitching. Our side 4 for 4 for Moda, 3 RBIs, 3 hits, 4 RBI for Cross, 2 hits for Keegan, Biggio, Moda and Cross with home runs. We hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 homers. Stole a base. Siddiqui, second worst performance of his career, but it doesn't matter. He gets the win. And don't look now, guys, but we are 5-2 since Denzer Guzman got called up. And it's game 3 here at Anaheim as the Angels go for the series win. Derek Siddiqui isn't the only pitcher dominating lately. Look at Freddie Lorenz's last 4 starts, 2-1, 2 ERA, a .96 whip. Just doesn't get the strikeouts as Siddiqui does, but it doesn't matter as long as you're getting the wins and keeping the game close enough that our offense can do some damage. All right, top of the first, single by Stott. Steals second base. Robert pops out. Seager walks. Langford flies out. Jeffers strikes out, so he dodged that one. Santana strikes out. Rada strikes out. Moda grounds out. Bottom half, ground out, strikeout, fly out. Bottom of the second. Alcantara's on the mound for the Rangers. Mate grounds out. Rosario flies out. Cross flies out to the third. Single, pop out, strikeout, fly out. Go to the bottom of the third. Keegan flies out. Biggio lines out. Guzman flies out. Alcantara's perfect through 3. Langford grounds out. Jeffers singles. Only the second runner of the game. Third runner. Strikeout and strikeout. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Santana singles. There we go. Steals second base. Nelson Rada strikes out. Let's watch Edgar. There's Moda up to 307 on the season. That big 4-hit game. Go ahead run at second base with 1 out. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch from Alcantara. And it's going to be a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be stopped by the second baseman. Throw to first, and he's easily safe. That was just a slow roller. Lucky they kept it in the infield. That saved a run. Moda's hot streak continues. Now we bring in Made. He's 0 for 1 on the day. RBI chance here. Here's the first pitch to him. Low and away. See, 0 for 1 for the ground out. That 221 average is up. He was hitting in the 180s for a while. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Made. Gets away from the catcher. Moda goes down to second, and he is safe. There we go. Wild pitch, pass ball, whatever it is. Going to call wild pitch. Made's ahead in the count, 3-1 now. Rosario on deck. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 4, so the Angels have the bases loaded and 1 out here in the 4th inning. Rosario's got his average up to 265. First pitch swinging, and it's gone. Grand slam, home run, Kalai Rosario, 407 feet over the bullpens in left center field. Absolutely crushed that pitch. And the Angels jump out to a 4-0 lead. That's what I'm talking about. We need somebody behind Moda that's going to step up and drive in big runs. Lead his replay. Right down the middle, belt high, and absolutely lost it. Everybody knew it was gone. One more time, bam! Right off the sweet spot. Go back to the sim here. Gavin Cross, nobody on and 1 out. He strikes out. Keegan singles to keep the inning going. Biggio flies out, so we go to the 5th. 4-0 Angels on that grand slam. Ground out. Strikeout, walk, fly out, bottom half, strikeout, ground out, a single. New pitcher, Moda, reaches on an error. Made flies out. Go to the 6th inning, still 4-0 Angels. Strikeout of Seager, strikeout of Langford, single by Jeffers, and a ground out. Bottom of the 6th. Rosario singles, his second hit of the day. Double play wipes him out. Keegan strikes out. Go to the 7th inning, still 4-0. Strikeout, a fly out, a pop out. Bottom of the 7th, Biggio facing Hunter Harvey now. Flies out. Guzman grounds out. Santana grounds out. Go to the 8th inning, still up 4-0. Freddie throwing a gem. Gives up a single. Double play. Seager singles. Langford singles. Time to go to the pen. And we're going to go, we got 2 outs. We're going to go with Foley. We're just going to go straight to the closer and try and get a 4-out save here. Gets the pop out. Bottom half of the inning. Rada facing Barucki. He doubles. Moda grounds out. Made grounds out. Rosario doubles. What a game for him. Cross walks. We got 2 on and 2 out for Keegan. Fielder's choice. Go to the 9th. 5-0 Angels. Solo shot by Fiend. Ground out. Fly out. A ground out, and we win 5-1. And a great performance all around as the Angels win this game 5-1. Freddie Lorenz with a gem goes to 5-2. Foley gets his 16th save as we win the first 3 games of this series. And Kalai Rosario had a game to remember as well. Go to this box score. 2 hits for Stott, 2 hits for Jeffers. Fiend with their only run on the home run. Our side, 2 hits for Rada, 3 hits for Rosario as he drives in all 5 runs with a grand slam and a double. And Freddie Lorenz, 7 innings, 7 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Foley gives up that solo shot in the 9th, but it doesn't matter as he gets his 16th save and we get another dub. And after winning the first 3 games of the series, I didn't feel like watching game 4, but we win 9-5 in the straight sim. You see 2 hits for Santana, 2 for Rada, 2 for Made, 2 for Ward as Moda got the day off, 2 for Guzman, and Jesus Made and Denzer Guzman both with 2 home runs. So Guzman gets his first Major League home run and gets 2, in fact, in the game. Tyler Bremner gets the win. Not the cleanest one there, but he gets the win to go to 2-5. We sweep the Rangers, and now we are in first place in the American League West, a half-game lead over the Astros, game and a half over the Athletics. And gotta love the progress by these guys. We are moving up. You look over there underneath the big A logo, 17th in pitching, but our hitting stats are starting to get better. They were right around 30, so they're incrementally dropping, so we're getting better across the board. And if we go to the award, guys, don't have Moda up here yet on MVP, but Siddiqui leads for Cy Young. He has 102 strikeouts now on the season, the only pitcher with 100 strikeouts at the Major League level. Siddiqui's also moved to number 1 on the Rookie of the Year, and Jason Foley's number 2 on Reliever of the Year. And since we have a 7-game road trip later in this episode at Seattle and at Oakland, we are just going to sim these 2 games against Seattle here at home. Tony Gonsolin against Ryan Feltner, game 1. Lose 3-2. Ian Happ drives in 2 runs late. Only 2 hits for Keegan. Rosario and Keegan with home runs. Gonsolin pitched well, but Boovie blew that game, giving him the loss. Danny Young with the blown save, but the bullpen lets us down there. And game 2. Nelson Rada, 11-game hit streak on the line. We'll just sim that. And we lose 6-0. Box score there. Cole Young did us in. 2 hits for Santana and Moda. And Medina pitched okay, but Ginkel got lit up for 4 runs. Now we're down to 30-25, and we've dropped to 1 game back of the Astros, tied with the A's for 2nd place. And after losing that 2-game series against Seattle, we would have 4 against Toronto, win the first game 4-2, win the second game 11-8, lose game 3 5-3, win game 4 5-1. So we win 3 out of 4 there. Then we go on the road and have a disastrous road trip. Get swept at St. Louis, only win 1 of 3 against Detroit. It dropped us to 3.5 games back in the standings. Come back home for a homestand. Beat Cleveland 2 out of 3 and then sweep the White Sox. So right now we're up to 39-32. I want to show you this game right here. Quick sim this one. And Edgar Moda hit a home run, but Ryan Ward goes 3 for 6 with 3 solo homers. My goodness, have a day. But that's where we stand right now. And I think this is Siddiqui's start. Had a bunch, 17 hits there, 5 RBIs by Rada. And Derek Siddiqui's up to 11-3 now. 12 strikeout game, only allowed 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs. Right now we are 39-32. We have this 7-game road trip at Seattle, at Oakland, and that is very key because we're only a game ahead of Seattle, and we're 3.5 games out of the first place for the Astros, 2.5 games behind the A's. So we need a good road trip here. Got to go better than 4-3. We need to go 5-2, 6-1, 7-0 if we want to have a chance to get to first place here. And on the wild card side, right now we are the number 2 wild card, 1 game better than the Mariners. So in the battle there, if we go back to the division right now, we just moved ahead of the Rangers, so we're not the worst offense in the division, but we are by far the best pitching staff, and we are 26-14 at home. So we're doing the job at home, just got to do better on the road. And I want to give you a quick stat update before we jump into these games. Santana now leads the team with 81 hits. He's gone crazy lately. Got a lot of steals, up to 286. Edgar Mota, 293. 20 home runs, but he only has 40 ribs because he's not getting enough guys on base, or when he does hit home runs, they're solo shots. Rada's up to 244. Made's up to 236. Cly Rosario, 282. Dominic Keegan, 280s. Lofton's out for the year. Alec Binelas hitting 171. He just snapped an 0 for 36 stretch. He went 1 for 4, so I don't know. He could have been 0 for 39 when he got that hit. We are definitely looking for someone to replace him at third base because right now, Kevin Biggio starting at second base, deserves to start there. And Denzer Guzman slid over, and he's playing third base. He's not the long-term solution. We need a long-term solution. Thank God Ryan Ward's starting to heat up. And on the pitching side, Siddiqui, 101 innings, 136 strikeouts, only 17 walks. Freddie Lorenz had a game where he blew up a little bit, but he's 289, 7-3. And Tyler Bremner's had a up-and-down season. Pitches really well, and then he gets shelled. But we need to get into these games, and because of the length of this video, I thought I was going to be able to show all these games, but we might not be able to do so. So I'm going to probably quick manage all of these games, and if there's a blowout, we'll just show you the box score. Otherwise, we might show you some content here, but I don't want to stretch this out to way over an hour. So we're going to quickly get through this 7-game road trip, and that'll wrap up the episode. And I did find some guys that I can show you, some hitters especially. But I'm going to, when I get done with this road trip here, I'm going to go ahead and keep simming, and we will get through this date here on the 7th of July, because this is the draft right here on the 14th. And I will get all the way through this date here. That'll wrap up the episode, so that next episode we can hop right in, do the draft, home run derby, all-star game, all that good stuff. But got to get through the next basically 3 weeks worth of games, but I want to really highlight these 7 games. So I need to shut up, quit talking, and let's see some box scores and quick manage, possibly some actual gameplay. Coming up next, Game 1, Angels and Mariners. And we're going to hop into the bottom of the ninth. Freddie Lorenz pitching a shutout, trying to finish it off. We got 2 outs. Ben Williamson up for the Mariners. First pitch is high. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, but not much else from the Mariners lineup tonight. Williamson ahead in the count, 3-1. Got Julio Rodriguez on deck, so Freddie desperately wants to finish this off. And it's going to be a ground ball. Mate's got it. And jump throw. Is he going to get him? No, he beats it out for his 3rd hit. And that's going to be it for Freddie. Not going to get a chance to finish this game off. Aaron Bovey's going to come in, try and shut this down right here. Rodriguez trying to continue this game for the Mariners. 0 for 3 on the day. Rodriguez down to count 1-2. If Darryl can finish him off right here. Here's the pitch. Gonna be a pop fly into center field. Rada on his horse over into right center field. And he's going to have that as we win Game 1, 4-0 on a gem by Freddie Lorenz. Look at this box score. 2 hits for Rada, including a home run. 2 hits for Mota. Stolen bases by Santana. He's got 2. Freddie, 8 2/3, 6 hits, no walks, no runs, 6 Ks. Awesome performance there. We get a much-needed Game 1 victory on the road. Mickey Moniak with a 3-run blast here with 2 out in the 6th. Give the Mariners the lead in this pitcher's duel. And Leandro Santana, 2-run shot, makes it 4-2 Mariners. And that would be the final score as Mariners bounce back, win Game 2, even up this series. Richardson the win, Bremner the loss, Kirkering his 27th save. Box score, Santana 2 for 4 with a home run. was the extent of our offense. Santana and Mate with steals. Bremner, 4 runs and 6 1/3. Now it's game 3. See, we're 1 game better than now in the standings. Kevin Biggio, one of the hottest hitters on the Angels right now. Definitely need that production at the bottom of the order. And Leandro Santana leads it off with a solo shot off Tarek Skubal. And Kalai Rosario follows that up with a 2-run shot to make it 3-0 LA. Rosario and Rada go back-to-back with RBI doubles to make it 5-0 Angels. And Edgar Mota, a 3-run blast here in the 6th, makes it 10-2. And the Mariners would make a late charge, putting up 4 runs in the last 3 innings, but we hang on to win this game 10-6. Santana with a home run, scores twice, walks twice. Mate scores 3 times. Mota 2 for 5 with a 3-run blast. Kalai Rosario, 3 hits. He hits a home run as well, drives in 3. Stolen bases by Santana and Mate. Gonsolin, good start. Danny Young ran into trouble in the 8th inning, but we hang on and win the game and take a 2-1 lead in the series. And it's game 4. Angels trying to win the series. Mariners trying to even things up. Edgar Mota gets things started with a 2-out solo shot off Brian Wu here in the 1st. And the Mariners respond with a solo shot, a double, and a 2-run shot here in the bottom half of the 2nd. And a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 5-0 Medina having a rough one today. That's followed by a solo shot, and he is out of the game. And the Mariners would dominate game 4, winning 6-2, putting up 6 runs in the first 3 innings as Brian Wu outpitches Luis Medina. Go to the box score. Edgar Mota, 2 hits at a double and a home run. That was the extent of our offense, as Medina just got absolutely shelled. On their side, they got home runs by Moniak, 2 by Davidson, and 1 by Cal Raleigh. And after the game, we would find out that prospect Nelson Ling, who got promoted to AAA when Denzer Guzman got called to the majors, he broke his leg and he's going to be out 2 to 3 months. So we have to put him on the DL and fix AAA and AA, and that will definitely affect his progress going forward. And now we go to Oakland for 3 games. Derek Siddiqui, Freddie Lorenz, and Tyler Bremner in these games. Very critical that we win at least 2 out of 3, preferably all 3. We're going to play in my custom park, Treehouse Park in Oakland. There you get a nice shot of that Treehouse Park. Love that stadium. Go watch my A's franchise if you want to see a good view of that. And Jesus Mate gets things started with an RBI double after Mota forced Rada at second base. So 1-0 Angels. 3-run shot by Soderstrom. A's take an early lead. Siddiqui prone to the long ball. 3-run shot by Fletcher makes it 4-3 Angels. Ball jumping out of the park today. And Derek Siddiqui does not have it today, giving up a triple, a double, a single, and a walk right now. Single, 6-4. Going to be a bullpen day for both teams, I think. RBI double by Ward makes it 6-5. Fletcher ties the game. Great sub in today for a tired Denzel Guzman. And the A's win it on a 2-run shot by Tyler Soderstrom. Walk-off win. Tough way to go. Check the box score. In the bottom half, top 4 guys did nothing, and Rosario came in for Rada. I'm not sure what happened there. David Fletcher, 3 hits, 4 RBIs. Siddiqui, rough start, 6 runs in 6 innings. And bullpen did their job until Eric Miller couldn't get anybody out in the 10th. And Nelson Rada just bruised his leg. He'll be fine. And we got game 2. Angels trying to even up the series. You can see we're 4.5 games behind the A's. Need to make hay right now. And the A's go up 2-0 here in the 2nd. They had 3 straight singles in the 1st, and now a 2-out single by Thomas makes it 2-0. And Santana gets us on the board. Leadoff solo shot here in the 7th. And Mota ties it with a solo shot. There we go, boys. And Dominic Keegan with a 1-out double. Guzman singles, but they throw Keegan out at the plate. Kalai Rosario comes up big. We had a 2-out double by Mota, a walk by Ward, and Rosario with a 2-run double to give us a 4-2 lead. And Jason Foley with a 1-2-3 bottom half, and we win this game in extras 4-2. Jimenez the win. Foley is 22nd save as we tie up this series. Looking for the rubber match tomorrow. Need that big win. Let's go, Tyler Bremner. Look at the box score real quick. 2 hits for Santana, 3 for Mota, 2 for Rosario, 2 for Keegan, 2 for Guzman. Home runs by Mota and Santana. Mate with a steal. Lorenz pitches very well. Bullpen pitches even better, and we get the dub. Now, all important, game 3. Need to get this win this series. You're number 2 in the wild card. Need to hold that spot. And Gavin Cross gets us on the board first here in the 4th with a sac fly after a pair of singles to start the inning. Jesus Mate makes it 2-0 with an RBI single. And Zach Geloff just that quickly Gives Oakland a 3-2 lead with a 2-out, 3-run blast off Tyler Bremner. And Moreno hits a solo shot with 2 out in the 7th to make it 4-2 A's. Ryan Ward answers back with his own solo shot here in the top of the 8th. And Hartnett, man, solo shots galore here. Now it's 5-3 A's. Now it's still 5-3, but we have men at the corners and 2 out for Jesus Made. Moda's on deck. Let's hop in and watch this at bat. See Made 1 for 4 with an RBI single. See if he can keep this inning going and give us a chance with Moda to come all the way back. Made down on a count 1-2 now, trying to stay alive. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball, second base, scoop there, throw to first, and the A's win the series 2-1. As our rally falls short, pitching let us down in this series for the most part. Already had a good start, but the other 2 games we just didn't pitch well. Take a look at this box score. Santana 1 hit, Made 1 hit, Moda 1 hit, Ward with 2, 3 hits for Guzman, home run by Ward, Bremner 3 runs in 5 innings. Bullpen got to stop giving up solo shots. That was a difference in the game. And the Southern League first half wrapped up, and the Trash Pandas at 38-31 win their division by 4 games, so they will be in the playoffs. And after we wrapped up that road trip to Seattle and Oakland, we came back home, had another homestand and another road trip, and I'll walk you through that. This was all simmed out. So we win 2 out of 3 against Washington, and then we lose 2 out of 3 to the Reds, go back on the road to the Dodgers and Padres, and we lost 2 out of 3. Both of these games right here, we gave up the winning run. They were walk-off wins for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 9th. And then we split the first 2 games at San Diego. So if we go back to here, middle of May when we started this episode, we went 8-6 the rest of May, went 14-13 in June, and we're only 2-4 in the month of July. Sitting right here, we have 1 more week to go before the draft. I wanted to stop right here and show you what we have draft-wise, but we are 8 games out of division. The Astros have taken off while we're sitting right around 500. And while we're 8 games back in the division, we are the number 3 wildcard team behind the A's and the Mariners, and 4 games ahead of the Guardians and 4.5 ahead of the Orioles. So if we can get our offense going again, it's kind of sputtered out, and at the same time, our pitching hasn't been as dominating as it was earlier in the season. Get a little breather here at the All-Star break and kick it off in the second half. Might have to look and see if there's anybody else we need to bring up. There's one guy I'm going to tell you right now we will be moving up, and that is Ricky Garner. Not to the major leagues. He's earned a trip to AAA. He's up 60 contact righties, 59 lefties, got 60 power righties, 69 against lefties. So he is 272, 11 doubles, 8 home runs, 30 walks, 15 steals, and he needs to go up to AAA. Back on the major league level, let's go to the scouting, and I've got these 2 guys I want to scout this very last week, both 21 years old, so we should get them completely scouted up. Cy DeYoung would be somebody that we would take, I don't know, with our 4th pick or so. I just want to get some guys in that range, some other hitters, because we're going to have a ton of pitchers. And same thing with closer Sykes. We got some decent closers at the top, so I want to look at some of those, give us other options. If we go into the list, Ray Harvey was that guy that I say is a generational shortstop. See how flat those ratings are. That should be a generational. Will he fall to us at 5? I don't know. He can play second, short, and third. And if we get this guy, he's going to go straight to third base. I don't care if he's 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". He's going to third base because we need one badly. Second on the board is Manuel Madrid. He's also a third baseman that can play second base. Probably projects more to play second base. Switch hitter, 19 years old. Really good contact against lefties, a little bit better contact against righties, better power against lefties. Doesn't have the strongest arm, decent fielding reaction, stealing. And like I said, he could go to second base, but those guys are at the top. We have this pitcher also, Fernando Armas, 21 years old, great home runs per 9, not great control, 4-pitch pitcher. We also have Francesco Prado, 58 walks per 9. Looks like he's a long-term guy. He's going to do great in the sim when he starts out. Great stamina, great velocity, great walks per 9. Everything else is a work in progress at 18 years old. We also have this guy, Jeffrey Hatch. We have him at 5. MLB has him at 2. Another 21-year-old pitcher. Great stamina, great velocity, and much better walks per 9 than everything else. You know that works. On a catcher, we could possibly take at 31. It's guy's going to be A potential. I'm sorry, B potential for sure. Could be an A. You never know. Looks like he's going to be in the high 50s. Also play some third base. And while contact and discipline is an issue, power is not. He's actually a good fielder. So he's going to be a power bat that can play defense. We also have this Paul Fuentes we could take later in the second round or so. Bill Almanzar, Steve Rivas. There's another guy we could possibly take. I don't know if he'll fall to 31. Wouldn't take him at 5 though, but he's a guaranteed B potential in the 60s, 21-year-old second baseman, really good bat, suspect defense, but a really good bat. And some of these guys I didn't scout because I don't like where they're at, their ratings. They don't have enough contact, but you know, it is what it is. And we go to relievers. Looking at the one, there was a closer. This guy, non-rated closer, looks like he's going to be a B in the 70s. And great hits and strikeouts per 9, so another bullpen possibility. But Fuentes looks like a pretty good shot at catcher. If he'll fall, I don't know. Pedro Guevara, we've already looked at him. Looked at Frederick. Looked at Madrid, already looked at Harvey. This guy's injured, or I would have scouted him up. Left field, there's not a lot that we were looking for. Center field, I have one guy on the board right now. And right field, we have this Ritson, who's overrated. And Morales is not going to be a very high potential guy there. And like I said, Sykes, another closer, and DeYoung, a center fielder who doesn't have a lot of power, but he's got great speed, great stealing, great defense, a lot of range, can make contact. 21 years old, so we'll see how he works out. But that's all we have there on there. And I will go over my final order once we get to the draft in the next episode. But that's going to wrap things up here as we have a little bit of a rough bump here in June, especially playing right around 500, losing ground in the standings. So hopefully we can get a second wind and go from there. So, hey, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode, which will be the draft, goes live. And I will see you soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.